Hi everybody, it's Tuesday, January 10th. Market is closed about an hour ago. Um, we looked at a not too pretty candle yesterday on the S&P here, but we recovered pretty well today. Actually popping up pretty good into the close. You see, where's the open today? I got 5 minutes. So that's your open today. Nope, that's still 10:15. That's your opening candle today, kind of sideways. Good run. I don't want to say run into the close. We trended pretty nicely from about 11 a.m. on. I like a strong close. I don't have a whole lot of volume, so there's nothing special going on. We see with our scalper trend that we have still a green arrow or a green candle. Again, doesn't mean we have another green arrow too. That's another good thing. You get these mixture of arrows, like why these arrows keep popping up, because it's a combination with the candles after the arrow are signaling. And when you're in a little bit of a range going back and forth, making lows or highs compared to the next candle, that's the trigger there. But it's a good thing that they're all up. Again, what I like are the green candles staying green. That means the buyers have more control over that candle today. Remember, yesterday's candle was red, but in that setup it's green, just showing that the buyers are more in control. Um, Getting that same kind of look on the Qs. Strong candle today, second green candle in a row there. I like that. IWM as well. Got a bunch of green candles there, moving up there nicely. I like the action in the IWM really a lot. Taking out a lot of sellers. Just don't have that taking out a whole lot of sellers in the SPY yet. We're still working on staying out of that range that I've tagged with my trend lines, which we are still staying out of that range. Above that range, we just got to make that move. Remember, on the SPY, we're looking to change the weekly trend. Next move is above here from December 13th, but we're really focused on this weekly chart, which was in a downtrend the whole 2022. Low, higher, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower or similar low. That's a good start. We got to get above that 431.73. This is the long-term look at things. For our intraday trading ideas, you go to a 5-minute chart trading today. Where's that opening candle again? There's your opening candle. I don't like to do anything. If I'm doing any intraday trading, don't like to do it in the first half hour or so, maybe even a little bit longer. Get those false signals. You don't really know the trend right here. You got the RSI with this white arrow below 50, below the 50 line, but we're in a squeeze as well on the 5-minute chart. So that's a tough one to say, okay, we're going to go into that. But then you see, and you go to this one, we're still not trending in any way. There we start to trend. Again, sideways candles give you these weird arrows. But again, this would have been a tough day to intraday trade on the 5-minute chart just because there's no trend showing. You go to a 1-minute chart and you're looking at this downtrend. Is that still yesterday? Yeah, that's still yesterday. Downtrend here. We start an uptrend a little bit here. RSI starts getting above 50. Get that arrow there. Would have been a nice move. You see the uptrend does start. We start to get that RSI staying above the 50 line. Any of these up arrows would have been okay to trade. This would have been a tough one here. One of these days I'm going to do this live. Come down here. I've come down here and just see what's going on live intraday to see what we could get going on. But just getting an idea of different trading ideas. We're looking at the long-term aspects of the market right here. They look pretty good going forward. We still got some work to do to change some things on the SPY, and we got some inflation data coming out soon. Some more Fed stuff coming out soon, so that'll alter markets too. Apple, again, not really going with the market all that well, but still holding near that bottom. We got Amazon. These are not really going too well. Amazon a little bit outperforming now, finally coming off that base. You got some resistance up there about 102, 103, because that was support in here, kind of support and resistance in this area, in October, late October, early November. So it could run up to that level. Tesla showed strong yesterday. Was that going to be holding on? Nope. Sideways today. Didn't perform with the market. And I've also, you see these earnings reports coming here soon too. Let's get rid of some of this stuff on Tesla. Still, like I said, we have earnings coming up too in a lot of these stocks, or I mean, in the market in general. So we got to watch out for those if you're trying to do any swing trades. Google's still trying to work its way, holding that bottom. It still could work its way back up to 103, 104. So we'll look for that. And what else were we looking at? Visa still holding that level. Could go to I have some resistance there, but could go run up to 236, 237 pretty easily. MNST, we're looking for that breakout, but still just lingering there sideways. Netflix, looked at that yesterday. Big move into that gap fill from a few earnings reports ago. I mean, even though it's several earnings reports ago, that's still a big thing on this chart. Even though it's all the way back from last April, still a big thing on this chart because that was a huge move, recovering to that. So if we can break over that, that'll get this chart maybe going in. But then again, that report is coming up on the 19th in 9 days. So that brings us to next Thursday, which I'll throw this out there again. I will not be around a lot of that next week because my child is coming on Thursday of next week. What else do I have here? I mean, I remember AMD yesterday was hot. Chips, they kind of stayed sideways today along with NVIDIA. What was moving today? So actually the Bitcoin type area is still coming off the bottom. Nice runs on Riot, but again, way down from where it used to be. That's 1675. Go to a weekly chart of that. It picked up at 79. You just see that weekly chart. It's showing what you really need to see. That, yeah, you're getting some action intraday. You could trade, but coming off a daily chart is really going to be tough to get a handle on that. Same with COIN. I mean, that was all the way up here. Didn't do anything since its IPO. That was, what was that? Almost over 350 there. IPO day was high of 429. Haven't seen that anywhere close to anything like that. First Solar tends to move in spurts. Let's see, where could this go? Let's put a fib on this, and I'll put it on the list because this is trying to break out. Put the fib on them. Let me write it on my list. So the way you're getting these swings, you got to run up, a little relaxation, little run up, some relaxation. Put the fib retracement on this. This could go to over 173, 68, 189 into play. If you're looking to trade that, that looks like it can move pretty quickly. So if you go to the trade tab and look at what you're doing, you don't want 3 days out, I don't think. Give itself some time, maybe January 20th. You got about a week and a half on that. The bid-ask spreads aren't too bad, not great. Volume is okay. You know, I like to do these breakouts that I really think move a little bit out of money. So maybe like the 175s. Because you're not going to be in it that long. It should move once the breakout happens, especially on a move like today. So 175s you're getting for like 385 with the midpoint, something like that. Again, not a ton of volume on these. If you want to get adventurous and go with the weeklies, bid-ask spread still wide, still not a ton of volume. Just be careful. Don't try to get too cute on something like that. That's a good daily chart trade. Spotify knows a horrible chart. It's moving today. I mean, you could, any of these movers that are outperforming the market, feel free. I mean, intraday them, overnight them, quick trade, but they're not really candidates for solid ideas on swing trades. UAL has moved a ton over the last 5 or 6 days, so that could be petering out into its earnings report. Etsy's really fallen from its peaks, but making a move here could make that move back to the high up there like 141, 142. Let's see, you see the SPY was up not even 1%. So any of these top half of these up 3% or more, you could take a good look at, because that means they're outperforming pretty well. MGM over that 38, 39 level could be something to do with it there. Hold that as support. I think US Steel was, yeah, through that 26, 27 area. Go around to make maybe like 30 or 31, where that next level of resistance is. Just looking here if there's any, what was really down today. Box, the MOSCF, they're in the same category. They were down big, but not a whole lot down big. Got a couple 1%ers here, a lot of point there. Not too many stocks in the green or in the red. A lot in the green, but again, you get down here to the bottom, I think it's 50 in this row. Maybe 3/4 of this, 2/3 of this up over 2%. So all you gotta do is pause the screen, take a look at your left, and see what you might want to look at.